Hello everyone. If you are looking for an easy and beautiful dress to sew for a 5 to 6 year old, this tutorial is for you. I'll show you how I made this dress from start to finish. So grab your fabric and let's sew together. So I have my cotton fabric here. It's a piece of fabric on fold. So this is the folded end here, and the fabric is folded into two pieces. So I'll be using this to cut out my yoke. For the length of this fabric, I have 15.5 inches and the width of 11.5 inches. So I'm going to fold this fabric into two. So after folding, this is the folded end. These sides are also folded, and these are the open sides, and these sides are also opened. From where I have the folded ends facing each other, I'm going to go down by 3 inches from the top. So mark out 3 inches across, and while you are marking, you'll be rotating your tape measure to form a beautiful arc. So 3 inches from the top to the bottom, mark out a circle and then connect the point with a curved line. After doing this, I'm going to mark out 6 inches from the apex of my fabric down. Mark this also on the bottom and then keep rotating your tape to form another arc on the hem of this fabric. So after marking out, I'm going to cut out the top. This is going to be a full circle. I'll be using this for the yoke, and after cutting, I'm going to cut out the bottom as well. So I'll be needing 2 pieces of this for my yoke. So cut out a piece of fabric, same measurement as the first one that we worked on. Fold it the same way we folded the first fabric, and then place the yoke piece on it this way, making sure that the folded end of the yoke and the folded end of the fabric are facing the same direction. So I have here the folded ends, and these sides are also folded. So when you place the yoke onto this piece of fabric, you have to cut out a second yoke for the dress. So I'm going to cut it out so I can have 2 pieces. I'll be using one for the lining and one for the main fabric of the yoke. So after cutting out, I have here 2 pieces. This is what the first piece looks like, and this is the second piece as well. The next thing you are going to do is you are going to cut open one side of each of the yoke. So I'll cut it out this way, and then you cut out the second yoke as well. So when I open it up, I have here a full circle, and this is the second piece as well. So I'm going to be placing them on one another, right sides facing each other, and then you hold them down with pins. So when you hold them down with pins, the fabric becomes stable, so you can continue to work on it. So I'm done pinning. I'm going to mark out half an inch away from the sides here. This is where I'll be stitching down. So stitch down half an inch, and when I'm done, I'll also stitch down the bottom of the yoke all around the circle. And after stitching the bottom, you also stitch the topmost part. So I'm going to leave one side of this yoke open so I can be able to turn the fabric inside out. So this is the side I'll be leaving open. So I've stitched them down. This is the side I stitched down, and this side is open. So after stitching down, you are going to create tiny notches on the top and then on the bottom of this yoke. So take your time when you are doing this process so you do not cut through the seam lines. So the notch process is really important because it will help our fabric to be relaxed and then lay flat when we press it down on the ironing table. So notch round the bottom and then you create the notches on the top part of the yoke as well. So when I'm done creating the notches, I'm going to turn this fabric inside out. So turn it so the right side can come out. If you find this tutorial helpful so far, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button for more kids wear sewing tutorials. So this is the yoke at this point. I'm going to head to my ironing table and give it a good press so it can lay flat. So I've pressed it down and this is what the yoke looks like. This side is open and then I have the other side that I've stitched down. So I'm going to fold in the ends by about 1/4 of an inch. Just fold 1/4 of an inch in and I'll be placing my loop in between the two fabrics before I stitch it down. So this is where I'll be placing my button later on so that the loop can be able to close up the button at the back of this dress. So fold in just 1/4 of an inch twice and place the loops in between the folds at the sides this way. Then you stitch them down. So I was going to use an already made loop, but I actually created a loop with the fabric that I was working on. So this is the loop here. I have stitched it down in between the fabrics on 1/4 of an inch, and this is my yoke. I'm going to overlap the back yoke pieces slightly by about 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to hold them down with pins. So after this, I'll set this aside so I can work on the bottom part of my dress. So for the bottom, I have here 2 pieces of fabric on fold. This is the folded end and it's folded into 4 pieces. The width of this fabric is 13.5 inches and I have a total length of 28 inches. Next, we are going to create the armhole of the bottom part of the dress. So from the sides where I have the pieces of fabric, I'm going to mark out the armhole measurement. I'm working with 2 inches for the depth of this armhole. I'll mark out 2, and also for the width I will be marking out 2 inches. So this 2 by 2. Mark out and connect both points with a curved line to form the armhole of this dress. So after marking out, I'm going to cut out this armhole. Also from the side where I have the folded end, I'm going to go down by 1 inch from the top and mark this 1 inch on my fabric. Then I'll connect a straight line from this 1 inch to touch where I have the armhole on the sides. So this is a slanted line. So after marking this slanted line, I'm going to cut it out. This is going to give the bottom fabric a beautiful shape for both the front and then the back. So after cutting out, this is what the front and then the back pieces look like. I have 2 pieces here. I also have here tiny strips of fabric I cut on fold. I'll be using this to clean the armhole of this dress. So I'm going to stitch down the bias strip on the armhole. After stitching, I'll turn it inside and then top stitch as well, and I'll be repeating the same process for each of the armhole of this dress. So I've cleaned the armhole and this is what the wrong side of my fabric looks like. For the 2 pieces, I have finished it off beautifully. I'm going to go to my sewing machine and create gathers on the chest line of this dress. So create the gathers for both the front and then the back pieces. So I've created the gathers for both the front and then the back. The total length of the gathered chest line is 8 inches for both pieces of fabric. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to be attaching the yoke to the bottom part of the dress. So I have my yoke here. Fold the yoke into 2, and from the shoulder line you are going to mark out 4 inches from the shoulder to the bottom of the yoke. Mark 4 inches on both sides of the yoke. So when you are done marking on the front of the yoke, you are going to turn the yoke to the back side, and then you would repeat the 4-inch mark from the shoulder downwards as well on both sides of the yoke. After marking out the 4-inch, I'm going to now place the yoke onto the chest line of the bottom part of my dress. So ensure that you actually place where we mark the 4-inch onto the chest line. And when you place the yoke onto the bottom part, you pin it, you hold them down with pins so it can be stable whilst we work on the back part of the dress. So I'm pinning from the 4-inch mark I made on the yoke piece of the fabric. After pinning the front, I will pin the back as well. Also from the 4-inch mark we made at the back, you pin it to the chest line of the bottom part of the dress. So when you are done pinning, this is what the back looks like. You realize I just took in half an inch on the chest line. The next thing we are going to do is to stitch down the yoke onto the bottom part of this dress on the sewing machine. You'll be stitching down on 1/4 inch on both sides. So this is the dress. I have stitched the yoke down to the bottom fabric, and so remember to stitch down your button later on. So the next we are going to do is to join the sides together. I'll be joining the sides on 1/2 inch on the sewing machine to complete it, and then after joining the sides together, we are going to finish off the hem of the dress by folding in twice about 1/2 inch, and you stitch all around to give the hem a clean finish. And we are done. This is how beautiful the dress came out. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe for more kids wear sewing videos. This is the back of the dress. This is what it looks like, and I fixed my button at the back. Thank you so much for making time to watch. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, like our videos, comment, and then share with your loved ones who love to sew for kids. We'll see you in our next tutorial.